Happy Diwali, happy Halloween, and I welcome you to a 4:30 p.m. darkness in London. Yeah, ever since it's added another hour behind, if that makes sense. I'm thinking in terms of Hong Kong because it used to be 7 hours, now it's 8 hours. Anyway, welcome back to my journey of teacher turned actor. And the past 2 weeks have been quite eventful, to be honest, but it has also required some internal mental strength. Let's go with that. First of all, I have a new plan. It's more alive. Yes, I've read the complaints and I have made the change. Hopefully this one survives for at least a couple of months. Please send advice on how to take care of plants. I'm still learning. Thank you very much. Okay, what are we going to talk about? Let me talk about the main highlights that probably people are most curious about, which is the acting journey altogether. First of all, I had an audition. My first audition, but it wasn't for a role. It was for an academy. It's called the MN Academy. They also have an agency, actually, but what they require people to do is to go into the academy first, go through the classes, learn, experience everything, which I think is going to be really helpful anyway, but the goal is to still get an agency, right? Or to be a part of an agency. The thing is, they do look for talents through the academy itself as well. If I get noticed, well, actually, if I get into the academy and then I get noticed, that'd be great. Audition went quite okay, to be honest. I think I could have done better. Should I tell you what my monologue was about? Maybe not. I might actually do another one of that version and then post it. So stay tuned. But anyway, I'm quite satisfied with what I put out, and whatever is going to happen from there, we'll have to see. The second big thing that happened is that I have got a part-time gig as an ambassador. Well, I haven't got it, but I'm in the interview stage. But this is specifically for actors, actually, and that's how they model themselves as well. They provide flexible working hours for working actors. I'm going to call myself a struggling actor because, why not? And this is why it's quite unique. I'm not going to tell you what company it is or the name, but fingers crossed the interview goes well and then, I'll get accepted. The third thing that happened is I went to my first improv class. I think I remember, if you were paying attention and are a part of my journey, you would know what I'm talking about. It's by City Lit. It's my improv class. The first one went last Monday, and it was great. Honestly, the people that were there are from all walks of life. Huge age range as well. Different people, different levels of experience. Many of them are actually quite new to the acting world altogether anyway. But a lot to learn. Lots to learn from that first class. And I'm going to obviously go back to the next class on Monday too. Fourth thing that has happened is, okay, now, I have talked about applying for roles on Facebook, but the issue with that is, well, it's competition, right? So that's number one. Number two, it's not as wide range and maybe not as, what's the right word? As big as I would like it to be, or at least the opportunities that are available, right? So I applied, and I say applied because I also made a payment because I've bought the subscription for like a couple of months just to kind of like test it out and see what's going on and how it goes on Mandy and Star Now. And to be honest, there are many roles available there. And I have applied quite a lot, to be honest. And it's been nice. I mean, there's a lot going on, right? The only problem is that I haven't got much response back. So that's been a bit difficult. And that's the part where it's the internal strength that I was talking about earlier. I don't know why my voice is changing, but we're back. Okay, so that's my main acting highlights. If this is all you care about, sayonara. Now, highlights of just my experience in London and life in general, if you're still curious. The first thing that I thought was, my body kind of shifted in a weird way. Anyway, the first thing that I think was super cool was the comedy night that I went to. It's by, she said by? No, it's at the Top Secret. That's what it's called, in Holborn. Holborn? Yes, in Holborn. Super cool. I went with my cousins. Super good time. And super cheap too. They go off of like donation base, so it's actually really cheap tickets. But then obviously you can donate as much as you'd like, as much as you can afford at whatever stage you're in life. So that's super cool. The second thing that I want to point out is I went to my first cinema experience. Now, obviously, by now I should have gone to maybe like 4, but again, I have to manage my finances. Number one, number two, there has to be good movies out there, and actually there are. I do need to watch Venom. Is that out yet? I have to double check that. I think it is out by now. Sorry, I'm going off a tangent. Anyway, the movie that I watched was The Shining, and yes, The Shining came out like ages ago, but then because of Halloween, so yes, I watched it like a couple of days ago on the 31st. That's what they were showing it again. And please don't crucify me for this, but it was my first time watching The Shining, and I think it was a super interesting movie. What was most interesting about the movie is that, excuse me, the tension was building, but you know how typically the killer or the ghost ends up getting a couple of their victims, but here none of them were killed. Am I giving the movie away? I should have given a spoiler alert. I do apologize. Oh well. But it was a super cool experience, super cool movie, and yeah, I had a good time. The third thing, now this is because I was trying to celebrate Diwali, but then also kind of, going to a place where I can just kind of like find peace and, be with myself and my thoughts, But anyway, so I went to the Sikh temple as well. Now, Diwali was between 31st and the 1st. I decided to go to the Sikh temple on the 31st of October. Obviously, my parents back home are celebrating Diwali. They have their puja going on, which means like a prayer ritual going on. And during the video call, I was there. So that was super cool. But I spent my time at the Sikh temple, and it was really cool. I'm saying the word super cool. Bear with me here. Like I said, you're going to watch me with all this struggle. Anyway, overall, super cool experience. I'm saying it again. God damn it. Had food over there, and I'm glad the food is still so good. Chai, Indian milk tea, not chai tea. Please. It's not chai tea. It's chai. Anyway, chai was good too. I was happy. The next thing I want to talk about, actually, again, from my own experiences, I played basketball with a bunch of Hong Kong people. Sorry, Hong Kong. I don't know why that's becoming a thing too. Again, bear with me. But yeah, that was super cool too. It was like there's like a weekend team that a bunch of Hong Kong people have like kind of made in London. So it was nice to kind of like, get back to my people, speak in Cantonese, play in Cantonese, really. And yeah, it was a good time. Now, if that's all you care about as well, it's sayonara. I can't English. I'm now going to talk about a lot of food. If you're interested, stay. All right. So London, I had my first fish and chips meal. I think it's a bit too late. And the second one, to be honest, I had it like in 1 week. That was interesting. I had baklava, it's a strong K, around my neighborhood. And oh my God, it was so good. I've never actually had like fresh baklava, but here they have like so many. And every day I think to myself, I want more, but then the calories would kill me. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Anyway, moving on. What else did I have? Oh, I had kebabs by the London Bridge. There's a particular kebab shop that my cousins took me to, and really good kebabs. Expensive, yes. Oh well, the experience was nice. We were like by the London Bridge. It was super cool. I gotta move away from the term super cool. Oh well. Cool experience. After that, right. I actually visited my brother and Bobby as well over the weekend, or one of the weekends. And we went to this, local, or not local, that's not the right word. Local if you're in Hong Kong, but anyway, Hong Kong style, they call it Pan Asian, but Hong Kong style restaurant, and we had some bo zai fan and sai dao si, and that was super nice. That was super nice. They had like Hong Kong milk tea too. It was pretty good, to be honest, at least in terms of like foreign land version of Hong Kong milk tea. It was not too bad, to be honest. Oh, and I'm pretty proud of this, so I'm going to mention it as well. I meal prepped like 2 different styles of chicken for like 2 weeks. One of them was honey soy chicken. The other one was gyro style chicken. I'm proud of my cooking, but more importantly, thank you, Instagram. All right, so I want to actually just review my goals before I end the video, and these are the goals I had in the previous video. So if you stayed tuned till the end of the last video, you would know what I'm talking about. If not, please go back and watch it. Increase my views. Thank you very much. Cheap plug. Anyway, first of all, I have been eating a lot more oranges and kiwi. Hashtag vitamin C. I'm glad. It honestly has definitely boosted my immune system altogether, and I feel a lot better too. If you're worried for me, thank you very much. Secondly, I've been layering better too. I bought 2 new cozy sweaters. This is one of them as well. I'm wearing this. It's so nice. It's like, I want to hug myself. It's so cozy. I've also been uncontrollably applying for roles, thanks to Mandy and Star Now. The only unfortunate part is I haven't been getting many responses, but we stay on the grind. I've also been exploring, from my experiences, I would say I have gone to more places in London as well in the past 2 weeks. Given the rate that I'm going at, I think it's not too bad. I think it's okay. I'm pretty happy with what I've checked out so far. So, yeah. Oh, have I mentioned Camden Town? Yeah, I did. In the previous video, I talked about how I went at the evening time and probably not the right time. Oh, I think I'll probably go to Camden Town tomorrow. You're with me in my planning process. Lastly, I should say I do have to look for more classes that I haven't done yet, but we'll get to that later. Okay, to end the video, secondly, whatever, my next goal, and the only goal I have in mind, because I think this is going to be a long one, is that I need to prep and tape monologue scenes. And this is going to be... Whoa, did you hear that? You probably did. Excuse me. This is going to be the most important step into my journey. If I can make quality monologue scenes and self-tape them, and I can share them, this would be super... It's not super cool. No, it is going to be super cool too. But anyway, it's going to be vital for my next stage in my process of chasing the dream altogether. All right, there we have it. Thank you for joining me. My third journey. No, it's my only journey right now. My third video, and I hope to see you in the next one.